Hey, good morning. It's Morgan coming to you live from the Nobby Lobby here at Highland Cycles for Gospel of Two Wheels, Episode 7. We're calling this one Dealer's Choice. I don't really know why I called it that. It just sounds kind of cool. But mainly, I just wanted to hear from you guys. Harry Reynolds, what is up? I want to know what you guys want to talk about. So I'm here to answer questions about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Hopefully it's with dirt bikes because I don't know much else. Corbin, Cole Carmichael, what's up? How's it going, everybody? Jamin Littlefield, what's happening? Your tire changer should be on the way, Jamin. Let me know when you get it. Gas, and Donuts. Right on Gas. Another good name for those are called breaks or pushes. So I hope yours is doing. Actually, yours is here, Corbin. So, hey, Portal. Jason Podol's on. I don't have any donuts, unfortunately. First. Oh man. Best news ever. It rained yesterday. I think it rained a whole bunch last night because it's beautifully wet outside right now and cool. I think it's in the 50s. It is glorious outside. So you got to ride your stinking dirt bike tonight. I don't care if you have to quit your job. I don't care if you have to punch someone in the face. Freaking ride your dirt bike tonight. It is going to be absolutely epic if you're here. Now, if you're somewhere else where it didn't rain, it's dry and dusty, still go ride your dirt bike, but it won't be as good as it is here in Montrose. We got rain. The valley got rain. It looks like everything got soaked. It was nice and easy, steady rain, so I think it's going to be really awesome. Patrick Hemperly, what is up? So rain in the valley. Go ride your dirt bike tonight. We're not doing an official... You're going to punch me in the face, Corbin? Bring it. Anyway, no official Thursday night ride tonight, partially because I'm going to break my own rule, and I am not going to ride tonight, which makes me sad in my heart and in my soul. I am just in too much pain. My hip is killing me, and I've been going too hard. Yes, Javier. Yes, Titty Lou got rain also. Anyway, unfortunately my body is failing me right now. I gotta get some things squared away and take some break. Yes, Magic Dirt. Finally, Patrick. I only hire funny looking people because I'm funny looking, so that helps. Troy Spencer, what's happening? So anyway, hit me with questions, or I'm just gonna keep talking about how it rained and how I'm super sad that I don't get to go ride tonight. The traction is going to be like epic in the Adobes because it rained, and so probably right now it's a sloppy mess, but the sun's coming out, so it means it's going to be perfect out there. The up high will probably be perfect too. So yeah, if you guys can go ride. Hey, Steve McEwen, what is happening? Enjoying my coffee this morning. Javier does love goats. By the way, recently on Facebook, there's a big thing about how many cups of coffee do you drink a day or a month. And anyway, someone mentioned that I might talk about that, and it's at least 60. So probably more like 80 or 90. I don't know. Anyway, so you guys shoot me some questions. Let's talk about. We'll start with someone posted a question on the event about chains and about how to keep them from getting kinked up and tight and stuff like that. Obviously, the first answer is going to be lubricate them. But I will say that there is a huge difference in chain quality, and you definitely get what you pay for. If you buy an inexpensive chain, even if it's an O-ring chain and it's from a decent sized manufacturer, a lot of times they'll get kinked and messed up early. They also drag a lot more. Less expensive chains do. I definitely recommend O-ring chains pretty much only unless you're just a moto guy and you want all the horsepower out of your bike, because the non-O-ring chains definitely drag a little bit less and you get a little more power to the ground, but In the real world where we ride every day and don't always maintain our chains perfectly, the O-ring or X-ring chains are hands down the best. I've never actually used Mica Metal chains, so maybe it is all about Mica Metals or Mica or however you pronounce that. But our personal favorite chain here is the DID VT2. It is ridiculously expensive. I think the retail on it's $170 for an X-ring chain, but it is phenomenal. I get at least a full season out of it, whereas with most other chains, I might do 2 a season. So, I really, I love the fact the more you put into it, the more you get out. Absolutely, clean it a little bit for sure. Yeah, and I use personally my favorite chain lube is the Motorex off-road chain lube. Jeffrey Harper, what's happening? I like the Motorex off-road stuff mainly because it seems to stick pretty well, but it doesn't gather a ton of dirt. Like my chain, when I lube the chain really well and then go ride, I don't end up with a ton of gunk built up, and I don't end up with it all over the bike either. So I like it. I like the Motorex off-road chain lube. I'm getting, man, with a Dirt Tricks rear sprocket and DID VT2 chain. Mickey Payne, what's up? I'm getting, like, the rear sprocket goes forever and ever and ever. The chain, at least a season and a half. How many boxes of donuts you eat watching Enduro? Oh, I love that Corbin and Javier have such a lovely relationship. You guys, I hope you guys can see. I don't know. Can you all see the comments that are down here? I hope you can, because it's awesome. No, WD-40 is not destructive to your chain. It just does not lube your chain. Well, it lubes it for a little while. WD-40 is not like a lubricant. It's water displacement 40 is what that stands for. It's for displacing water. It does lube for a short amount of time, but then it dries up and goes away. So WD is good for cleaning your chain. It's not good for lubing your chain. I've never had any problems with it causing any problem to an O-ring or anything like that. Maybe someone else can chime in, but I don't think it does. Let's see. Oh, chain maintenance. My favorite regimen. There we go. Sorry, brain not working. Hold on. More coffee. My favorite regimen for chain maintenance is to ride the living crap out of my dirt bike until things are worn out, because that's what they're for. Then I come home, put it on a stand, I wash the dirt bike, and then while the dirt bike is still on the stand, Robert Todd, what's happening? While the bike is still on the stand, drying, I spin the wheel and I lube the chain while it's still wet. And good chain lube, like the Motorex stuff, or some of the Moose, they all make good stuff. While I'm doing that, I lube the chain up, and then first of all, that helps get rid of the water. It also helps keep the chain from wanting to rust. CJ Endo, what up, CGZ? So it keeps the thing from rusting, and then also you're ready to rock and roll for the next time you roll your bike out to go ride. So I like to do that immediately after I wash the bike. Also, when I pressure wash the bike, I try to pressure wash the chain. Not too close, don't want to blow any O-rings out, but get all the dirt and grime out of there. I put new stuff on. Okay, yeah, Patrick Himperley says, what's up to Javier? Mini Javier, we call him, because he's short. So yeah, there's my thing on chains. What other questions do you guys have? Yeah, let me know. So while we're talking about things, you see all these knobbies. We have lots and lots of knobbies down here. The weather is finally breaking. He's not slaving away. He does work hard, but he's going to Cartagena, Colombia, later today. So yeah, he's going on vacation very soon. Yeah, lots of knobbies. The weather finally broke. The desert's finally getting good and a lot cooler. So come on down, buy some new knobbies, and go have tons of fun. Joe Boonavac, what's up? Yeah, what else? Anything else? You guys shoot me any questions you have, whether it be about dirt bikes, coffee, life in general. Yeah, anything like that. He should just be working on suspension today. Not yours, Corbin, because you brought your bike in dirty. So Corbin Davis, just so everybody knows, doesn't know. Hey, Aaron Schreier, what's up, man? Good to see you. That is painful, Javier. Corbin got a new gas, and he started begging around for some suspension sponsorship, which we helped him out on his other bike. So we're like, yeah, we can help you out. And then Corbin proceeded to bring his stupid gas dirt bike in, completely covered in mud. Hey, Josh Hotler Road, what's happening? Christian, what's up? So yeah, Corbin begging for cheap or free suspension work brought a dirty bike in. So that, yeah, so that's what Corbin did. What else? Sorry, this is not my best prepared work, but things are going well here in Montrose at the Knobby Lobby. Javier is going to be taking a week off. Bryce Davis, what's happening? So we won't be doing any custom suspension work for about a week and a half because Javier is going to be out of the country seeing his lovely wife down in Cartagena, Colombia, visiting her. So that's what's happening there. We are rocking and rolling as far as all service and stuff like that I do. Yeah, lunch, walk away lunch. I don't care. We don't need your lunch. We need a washed bike, Corbin. So, sorry. Yeah, it rained. Things are good. Traction's going up. Dust is going down. Yeah, no respect whatsoever, Shane. No respect. Corbin has no respect except for donuts and his girlfriend. What else? Oh, quick, I guess we'll just mention, we'll do a little ads. The rental bike is rocking and rolling. It's been out a few times. It's super rad. $250 a day to rent the super rad 2018 KTM 250 XCW. Fly out, ride, drive out, ride. You want to just try something different. You want to try the best suspension on earth. Ride it. It is phenomenal. It's running like a top. The pipe already got dented again by a friend, so there's zero worry about having to buy a pipe. That thing seems to be a rock magnet, which is no worries. Doesn't bother me one bit. I bend pipes too. Highland Cycles VIP program, still rock and rolling. We still have positions open for that. It's $250 a year. And you get front of the line service. You get a first free service to check everything out. You get one of our maintenance books so we can keep good track of everything. And the whole plan is designed for you to keep your bike in tip-top condition and not miss any rides by being first in line. Shane McNabb donuts are good. I completely agree. Although I can't eat too many of them or I get super even fatter than I am. So... does anybody have any other questions about dirt bikes or anything else? Trying to think of what else we should talk about. Hey, Spencer Sutton, what's happening? Yeah, I don't know. Another idea. Here's another idea we're having, Highland Cycles is having for the future is I'm looking into doing a moto day camp for kids in the summer. Probably just one day a week, but we are considering doing a moto day camp. I got to look into insurance. There's a lot of things going on that may or may not keep that up or let that happen, but there we go. Which hydration system, Shane? Okay, cool. These are great. Thank you. Which hydration system do I prefer, Shane McNabb? I personally like the vest setup, so either an OGO or an Answer or Troy Lee Designs. Right now, I'm an Answer fan. The Answer vest is my favorite vest right now. It uses just any normal bladder, but I like vest because it helps. It holds everything kind of evenly and doesn't pull like a backpack. I don't like backpacks. But if I'm going racing, different situation, I wear the U-Sway style because their harness system is better. Seems to hold the thing tighter against my body and not move around so much. And they also have a nice hands-free, goes in your helmet, and you just bite on it while you're riding. You don't have to take your hands off the bars to drink. So U-Sway for racing personally. For trail riding, I like the Answer vest the best right now. It's kind of expensive. It's $225, but it is nice, and our rep has been taking really good care of us. We had some zipper issues early, but he's replaced every one of them for free, the whole vest and everything. So that's been cool. Jason Reeves, spotlight on headlights. So first of all, I will tell you right now, Baja Designs LED headlights, I don't think you can beat them right now. I just really don't. I don't think there's anybody out there that's got them covered. They've got some really cool, I guess, newer technology. There we go. Well, that's awesome, Javier. We'll talk about that. But the Baja Designs headlight, the LEDs are really good. And they've got this new little box that's got a capacitor, regulator, rectifier, and things that allow you to plug it directly into the AC system of most bikes, which is alternating current, which is how they produce power. What up, pussy feet in the house? That's Jason Lesher for everybody. But the mount system for the Baja Designs, I like Moto Minded. Chris at Moto Minded makes hands down the best mount for the headlights. That's what we're running on our rental bike. It is super clean the way it mounts. It mounts in the mask, the KTM mask, if you have a KTM. He's got all sorts of other versions too. They're great. Like in our rig, the Moto Minded setup on our rental rig was seriously 10 minutes, plug and play on the AC system of our rental bike. We didn't have to do anything with the stator or anything. I just plug it's on 17s. You have to check into other stuff. So as far as like which bike needs which things. Mark Bloom, what's happening? Anyway, as far as headlights go, I think Baja Designs headlight with the Moto Minded, and you can just buy it all from Moto Minded or from us. We can get it for you. We're a dealer. We can drop ship. We can do anything. So if you need a headlight, let me know. Let's see. Someone asked about headlight versus helmet light. Jason Reeves. So in a perfect world, you need both, because the headlight, generally, you can run a whole bunch more power because you run it off the bike and it's doesn't drain a battery or anything like that, and you're not connected to it. Anyway, so you can run that, and it shoots really far. Like you can get a really, 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 really bright headlight, and it'll shoot way out there to help you when you're going fast. But the problem is you can't see around turns, like so, because you don't turn the bars to go around turns. We all know that, right? You lean, and the thing won't. The light won't. Oops, sorry. Shane, the lights, Baja Designs, the headlights don't really work with the battery pack, but the helmet light does. And Bryce, I completely agree about the helmet light. So if you're only going to have one light, the helmet light is the key, because you can ride anything with a helmet light. But if you're going to have two lights, the helmet light and the headlight are really, 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 really nice, because it just illuminates a huge zone in front of you and you can see everything. But back to what I was saying is the headlight only, with the headlight you just can't see around turns. It also, as you're going up hills like that, it doesn't aim down over the backside, so it gets real dark on the backside of hills and bumps and whoops. Whereas with the helmet light, since you're above it aiming down, it helps a lot. So Moto Minded is going to send us one of their helmet lights to try out. I have been using Knight Rider for a long time, and I really, really like their stuff. And their battery packs last quite a while. I really like Knight Rider stuff. I'm excited to try the new Moto Minded thing because it's magnetically attached and super adjustable. One of the big things about helmet lights that I need to say to everybody is that whichever version you get, I don't care who you buy it from, make sure that it is super adjustable on your helmet, because so task helmet light right on, cool. So so Jason, the headlight, I mean, they're expensive, but man, if you want to go fast at night, like if you're like riding in the desert a lot, the headlight is key. In the woods and the tight stuff, not so worth it. It's not, I mean, it's worth it if you got the money, and you want to go for it. The headlight really is nice. It just adds another level of being able to see. But I would say the headlight is necessary in high-speed desert stuff, not so much in the tight woods. So like I said, back to the helmet light, make sure you get something that's super adjustable. I've found in the past that I've put them on my helmet. If they stick on and then you can't turn it and move it, a lot of times you end up with it aiming not in the right place, and then you got to re-stick it or whatever, and that's a pain in the butt. So anything that's super adjustable is key. Obviously, I don't know if this even needs to be said, but LED lights are the best right now. The old HID stuff, yeah, exactly. Who has money? We all have dirt bikes, so we don't have any money. LED stuff is hands down the best. So they don't break. They're really bright. They're great now. They used to have a problem with not being able to throw very far, the light, but that's pretty much solved. Like Matt Andreas asked, are flex bars worth the money? In my humble opinion, yes. Because, hey, what's money exactly? Well, it's kind of all imaginary anyway, right? We can go into a philosophical discussion now about money. Just pieces of paper that represent nothing here in the United States. But flex bars, are they worth the money? In my opinion, yes. I'm beat up, broken down, 43 years old now, and I've been riding dirt bikes long enough and crashing enough that I have things hurt, all my joints and stuff like that. But I'm darn sure not going to stop riding. So, for me, flex bars are absolutely necessary. I have them on both my YZ and my XR. They're not on the rental bike, mainly because I had to stop spending money on that thing. I'll probably put a set on when that bike becomes my primary bike, which it probably will. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. We'll just keep buying bikes and putting them in the rental fleet, but it'll end up with flex bars. They really help take that sharpness away from all the bumps. It doesn't go all the way away, but it just adds one more level of plushness that I really like, especially on a long day. Yes, they do rock for old beat up guys. So I've got a bad wrist. I've broken them both. One of them still technically broken. Anyway, it's not great. Before I started using flex bars, at the end of a long day, man, I'd be almost like crippled. I couldn't twist the throttle very well, and it just was tired. I didn't want to ride anymore. I got a set of flex bars to try them out, and immediately I could ride all day long again and feel comfortable. So for me, flex bars are absolutely necessary for my oldness. They are also super durable. They're heavy. People complain about that. Whatever. We're not bicycle guys. We're dirt bike guys. Our bikes are super duper heavy, right? So what's another few ounces or grams or whatever? Eat less cheeseburgers. So for me, I love how heavy and durable the flex bars are. They don't bend. When I crashed my XR650 a couple years ago and got really hurt, everything on that bike was bent. Hey, Garrett Anderson, what's happening? I mean, everything was bent. Both radiators, the subframe, the exhaust. Anyway, it went cartwheeling through the woods, and the bars were completely straight. I had to replace almost everything else, but not the bars. So flex bars are super, super durable. Cole is an awesome guy. He owns it. Anyway, yeah, I love flex bars. Yeah, so yeah, Javier sets his suspension up for the flex bars. And so, because Javier runs, so Javier arguably the best suspension guy on planet Earth, in my opinion. I've never ridden anything so good. But even he runs flex bars on his suspension, even with his really beautiful suspension, because Javier is not a spring chicken. He's like the rest of us that are getting up there in age, and I don't care how good your suspension is, it beats on you, and the flex bars help that help the day go a little bit better. I don't know. What else are we... I don't know if I missed any questions. Any other questions out there? Hit me with questions. Like I said, this is dealer's choice version of the Gospel of Two Wheels. We're not just doing one thing. We're talking about lots of stuff. I hope I covered lights well enough. We can maybe... Actually, I'll do a whole thing on lights. Icing on the cake. I completely agree, Javier. I think I will do a whole episode on lights at some point, so I'm writing that down. Lights. What? I don't even know what a Klesk unit. What is a Klesk unit, Corbin? Explain that to me. I guess I'm not in the know enough. I don't know what Klesk is, or someone else jump in there and let me know what that is. Wheel bearings. That's the other thing. We'll talk about wheel bearings. I'm going to do a whole show on wheel bearings, I think, because we could go on and on. Double or triple? Oh, Clake? So, hey, Charlie Johnson, what's happening? The Clake units? Nah. Corbin, no, I don't think that they're worth it, personally. We have a friend. Yeah, thanks, Javier. We have a friend, Jesse Stevens. He runs the Clake. He really likes it. No. So I do not like the Clake system at all. I think you're better off learning how to use your right foot for a brake. I'm old school, I guess. The Clake thing is really a weird idea to me. I don't know. I don't like the idea of being able to pull that in just a little bit to disengage the clutch and then all the way to brake. I personally don't like it. I can say that Jesse Stevens really likes his, and lots of other people do. So, me personally, not ever buying one. Jason Reeves, left-hand rear brake, don't like it. I think that the only time the left-hand rear brake comes into play and becomes a handy thing is when you're going down. Yes, dumb, Corbin. So, good question. So, as you're going downhill, right-hand switchbacks, and you can't put your right foot out because you have to use the rear brake. That's when a left-hand rear brake is handy. I still think you ought to learn how to use your rear brake with your foot, because I think that I don't like having too much stuff on my handlebars. I like to keep it clean. So I don't like it at all. So no for me, left-hand rear brake. I think that obviously lots of people run them, lots of people like them. I'm not one of those guys. Recluse clutch or standard clutch? My official answer is it depends on what you're doing. Because in endurocross racing, I think a Recluse is almost mandatory, because you have no room for error in such a short race, and you need to not stall a bike and not have it die if you tip over, because you just don't have any time to make up for mistakes. So I think a Recluse in that situation is great. I think a Recluse for someone who just wants to go out and have fun and not worry about the clutch and just wants to go cruise around is great. They're really great on big bore 4-strokes. People seem to like them. They just, it makes life easy. It's like buying talent, right? But if you want to get better at riding and want to be a really talented Dirt bike rider, I think a Recluse is a glass ceiling. I think you need to learn how to use a normal clutch and modulate that clutch and keep the bike from dying. I just think it is a crutch. So my kids don't get one. Let's put it that way. They're not going to get one until they can buy their own Recluse clutch. So it's up to them. I don't run one on my YZ XR or the rental bike. I have run them, and they are super handy on a long day when it gets rough and you're tired and all that. But I still like the feel of a normal clutch. So the Recluse definitely deadens the bite. The new ones, the Radius CX is way better, and it's really, 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 really close to a normal clutch. And they're phenomenal. They're $1,100. I mean, Recluse builds an amazing product, so I got nothing bad to say about the company Recluse or people that ride them. They're not for me. I think that I'd rather take that money and put it into gas and tires. So that's my personal belief. Let's see, Spencer Sutton. I want to see what you said. My junior class ride can't give me good suspension feedback. Is it worth to have a suspension revalved? Let's see. I'm liking the comment. Yeah. So I think Javier's probably answered that. Let's meet. Oh, okay, cool. Recluse snow bike. Okay, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure Recluse says no on that, or at least they used to say no on a snow bike because how hard those are on clutches. But I think the new Radius CX, yeah, it is spoiling her. Shade, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Actually, we got a customer that his kid got one on an 85, and honestly, the dad now is yelling at the kid to use the clutch more because he didn't really learn how to use a clutch. So that's how I feel about that. So Jason, I would contact Recluse honestly about the snow bike thing. I think the Radius CX is probably a good a fine Recluse for the snow bike. But honestly, I'd have to ask them. I probably wouldn't put one on it because I don't want any slippage in there because you get no slippage with the tire, right? Because there's no tires, it's a track, and there's a ton of traction. So I don't think I would put a Recluse on a snow bike, but I think lots of people are doing it and they're getting away with it just fine. And the reason I wouldn't do it is not because of the whole talent thing. It's just because I don't want the thing to slip and heat up and cause problems. Charlie, let me like your comment. Provide transplanted kidney, meaning I need abdominal protection. Yes, Charlie, I will shoot you a message. Leatt makes a really good one that has good kidney protection back on the back. So super good thing to know. Let's see, or if injury kills ankle mobility. Let's see. So, or if injury kills it. I don't know what you mean by that. Injury kills ankle mobility. As far as like, the brake. The rear brake. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so all of my answers to all these questions are just my opinion, first of all. And also there are exceptions to every one of my opinions. So if an injury or there's birth defect, there's all kinds of reasons you might want some stuff like that. I have friends that in Gunny that don't have legs. One guy lost his left leg in an accident as a kid. So yeah, he's got a Recluse. That's the shifting. Anyway, so he can still shift, but it's a real pain in the butt. So he kind of shifts it up and just uses the Recluse. Helps him out a lot. So there's lots of reasons that all of these things are good, except that Clake thing. I don't know about that. There are all those lots of guys that like that. I don't know about lots. They're kind of expensive. So Yeah, I'm not a big fan. So here's my take on the Clake thing. I mean, I guess your hand would learn, your brain would learn how to do it, but it seems like if you're trying to wheelie over things and like pull the clutch into wheelie, like you might go a little too far and hit the back brake and then bring the front wheel down. So I'm not down with that. So also if you like whiskey throttle as you're going up over a log and you like whiskey throttle, so you pull the clutch in to keep the thing from going over backwards, which is good, but then if you crank too hard, it slams the front end down. I don't see that being good. So, electric shift. Yeah, that would be cool, Bryce. He gets along just fine with his. He's got a fake leg, so he just like bangs around on the thing. But the electric shift would be sweet, or an air shifter. But yeah, he doesn't seem to care. He just rides. So. What else? Any other questions? And maybe we'll do a whole show on recluses, because I think there's a lot to learn about those things. We're installing one of the Radius X recluses, which is $699. It's a lot less than the big one. Just jumped on. Did you discuss chain maintenance? Yes, Joe, I did, but I'll go over that again because I think chain maintenance is one of those things that everybody forgets and doesn't do. Christian Larson, what's happening? I like the MotorX off-road chain lube, first of all. I like the DID VT2 chain the best. X-Ring chain. I also then like Corbin, I'll get back to that. Pro Taper. And then actually the Bike Master X-Ring and O-Ring chains are pretty good for inexpensive. So Joe, my routine is that I ride the living crap out of my motorcycle through whatever weather and terrain I can. Don't worry too much about it. And when I get done, I put the bike on a stand. I wash it really good. I pressure wash my chain. I don't get too close to it because I don't want to blow O-rings out of it. But I do pressure wash it, and I use some degreaser on it. Just some simple green kind of stuff. Although we're starting to use Muck Off. We might be doing a show on... there we go. Javier answered your question, Corbin. Muck Off. Writing that down. So I wash it really well. I let the bike sit there for a little bit and dry. Then I spray the MotorX chain lube on there as I spin it. I spray it on all sides. So like each set of links on the top, then each set of links on the inside, and make sure it gets good and lubed. Even if it's a little too much, I don't worry about it. That helps push the water out. It also helps keep things from, because the water's out, it doesn't want to rust while it sits there. And then when you take the bike off the stand, push it in, you're ready to go. The next time you go ride, you already know, Scotty C, what up? You're ready to rock and roll. You don't have to bother with lubing the chain in the parking lot on your kickstand or triangle while your buddies are revving their motors at you, telling you to get your freaking butt moving. So... I always want to lube the chain at the end of when you're done washing the bike. And I pretty much wash the bike. Probably not every time I ride, but a lot. I'm that guy. I wash it a lot. I probably buy wheel bearings and stuff like that because of it, and linkage bearings. But you know what? I like my bike to look nice. So also, when you wash your bike, you can see you catch things like leaks and weeps and seeps. Leaks, sweeps, and seeps. There we go. Usually earlier than other folks, so you can hopefully head that off at the proverbial pass. So hope that answered your question, Joe O'Malley. By the way, how is Eagle? Let me know. Scott Cameron, how are you doing, you Scottish brother? Coffee's good. Two Strokes Matter. Hey, by the way, we're going to have... new Two Strokes Matter stickers. Well, they're going to look just like this. Loose part, yes, absolutely. Washing bikes is really good. Even if you, even if you buy wheel bearings and stuff like that, at least you catch all the other things. That's awesome. I'm glad Eagle is phenomenal. Did it rain up there, Joe? Because it rained down here. If you're just joining us and you want to come to heaven on earth for dirt bikes, Montrose got a whole bunch of rain yesterday in the afternoon and evening, and now the sun is coming out. So it's going to be Hero Velcro dirt all over this valley today and tonight. Sadly, I am not riding today, which honestly is killing me. But my hip hurts a lot, and I gotta take a break. So there's that. Good. We got some rain, Charlie. Right on. That's good to know. We need rain so bad in this state. We need snow this winter. Sweet. Overcast. Right on, Matt. What else? Any other questions or ideas? Kick in ideas for next shows. Don't know what next week's going to be. I might do headlights next week. Yeah, injuries do suck. And sadly, this injury is is a overuse injury. It's a long time coming. I got a doctor's appointment on October 1st to talk about what the plan is to fix my hip. It's going to, anyway. It's going to suck. Going to be doing a lot of supporting of dirt biking here soon. But I am going to push through. I am absolutely doing the Ultimate Drag Creek Experience. October 14th, if you want to join us. 10 bike limit. I don't know how many people are signed up so far on Facebook, but we're not going to do more than 10 bikes. So if you guys want to come and experience what I think is some of the best riding in the entire valley, if you like technical hard stuff, join us October 14th for a full day out in Dry Creek. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tons of rocks, tons of technical gnarly stuff. So we're going to do some of the rock crawling trails. We're going to do a bunch of this, probably all the single track. It's going to be a big, big, big day. We're going to be tired and beat down by the end of it. I'll probably ruin a pipe. So there's that. Yeah, October 14th is that. November 23rd is the turkey burn. I will be definitely riding in that. That's the Friday after Thanksgiving. We boycott Black Friday here. That's some BS. Don't spend your day shopping. I don't care. Don't spend your day online shopping on Monday, whatever. Ride your stinking dirt bike. That's what you need to do. Ride your dirt bike. If you need parts, call me. We'll ship whatever. We'll make you a deal on them. But just don't spend your time in front of a computer unless you're watching me. I'm just joking. Anyway, don't do a bunch of shopping. Go ride your dirt bike the day after Thanksgiving. Come ride with us. We're going to go to Dry Creek. It's going to be a lot more mellow day than the 14th of October. It's going to be fun. And then if you want to do the coolest race, I think, that I've ever done, we are heading to Oklahoma for the annual Gold Rush on the 2nd through 4th of November. It's super rad. Corbin, I'm probably not going to do a show on water pumps. I think stock water pumps are just fine. So I don't, yeah. Anyway, if you keep your gear in good shape, your hoses, your radiators, and all that stuff, you don't need a fancy water pump. And what Javier said before, if it pumps it too fast, it doesn't stay in the radiator long enough to radiate the heat away. So that's how I feel about water pumps too. Yeah, if you guys have if anybody's watching this, if you have any suggestions for future shows, comment, send me a message, whatever. I'm going to do a giveaway the next show. So I think the next show, let's just say next week, Thursday, Gospel Two Wheels number 8 is going to be about lights, headlights, helmet lights, all sorts of things. Awesome Cherish dirt helmet light ideas for you. I don't know what cherish means, Bryce. Maybe that's an autocorrect. Yeah, send me. Yeah, Bryce, I'm always up for anything. So yeah, let me know. Send me all the information you got. I am always open for new information on helmet lights. I've used lots of them in lots of different places. Most of my testing and things like that started down in Mexico for the Baja 1000. So I've spent a fair amount of time at night on a dirt bike. And around here, not recently, which is kind of bumming me out. I need to get out and do some night riding because it's really fun. So yeah, all right. It is probably past time. It's way past time. Again, I just have so much fun doing this. Thank you guys. Yes. Fuel choices, ethanol, good or bad? Matt Novak, ethanol, bad. Period. If you can get non-ethanol fuel, do it. Shane McNabb, anything. Right on. We will just keep doing this every week. Stay tuned. Tell your friends. If you like this thing, like it, please. That helps us. Share it with your friends. It also goes up on YouTube after this. I make a copy of it, put it on YouTube to our channel there. It's youtube.com/Highland Cycles, all one word. I also have some awesome videos of riding over there, some videos of me crashing. Oh, I'm going to have a really good video of me crashing here soon from my birthday ride. So that was awesome. But yeah, anyway, I hope everybody has an awesome day. I hope you guys get out there, spread love and positivity. And I think we all know what we're going to say next. I want you all to ride your dirt bikes!